Hey, it's day 50. Day 50. Get light with it. Get light with it. I'm not even from Harlem. Well, that's a New York thing anyway. So, what's good? It's your health and wellness coach Marisha here. And I am checking in on my journey of juice feasting. Mm. Never, 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 never. It is day 50. You know how you ever, that don't even make sense. You know how when you say like something that sounds literally out of this world, like so bizarre. Like, girl, 50 million quadrillion years, I'm gonna do that. I'll get around to it type energy. That's what this feels like. And if you are tuning in on this video, being your first time watching me, what's good? If you are returning, what's good? Um, Disclaimer for those who have been watching me know about Yawn, and I feel like she want to introduce herself right now. All right, so Yawn likes to come out and ascend me for whatever reason, and it's not always a negative, but Yawn be yawning, and she says, "What's up?" I have been on a juice journey. Today we are wrapping up day 50. I may or may not post this on day 50, maybe post it on 51. But anywho, regardless, the day is done. Last time, me saying disclaimer, if I'm looking here, it's because I would like to look at myself when I'm talking, okay? Um, which I have already been doing. I need to calm down. That's what I need to do. So, it is day 50, the road to 50. Now the countdown to 60. And then we do something else. All right. Now look at my handy dandy notes. And I am going to just read it off the rip. If I tongue tie again, y'all, I'm excited. Okay? This is going to be you. You watching, this is going to be you. Whatever it is that you need to tackle. I just want to say that I may repeat this around day 60 recap video. This is just showing the Most High how serious I am and how consistent I can be with something. I think the last thing that I was more consistent and more disciplined with being so long was releasing weight. Like, the biggest weight loss I had was between 2012 and 13. And I'm gonna challenge myself and edit this video and put a before and after all of this is done, so that you can see how I look when I first release weight. So real quick before I go into the road to 50, I grew up being the whole athlete, running track and field from 6 years old, became a varsity sprinter, dancing, just very active. My parents had us, I grew up in the 80s, go outside, very active. After track and field in high school, I kept eating as if I was still burning that stuff off. So college weight, I was putting that on without even going away to college. I stayed right in my city, went to college, and I put that weight on. So had a whole reality check when I saw myself. And I was like, we gotta fix that. So you're gonna see from that point, I've not been big in my entire life. Yeah. And even, and I know maybe you could relate to this too, you probably had a point in your life where you was like, damn, I'm big. And then you look at pictures, you was like, Then, like, if I thought I was big then, well, what the hell am I now, right? You see yourself, you was like, damn, I'm small. In that picture, I'm much smaller. But you thought you was big. But you know what? That's also insecurities that pop out. Um, the teasing and the insult from people with their insecurities. So then now you start believing. Anywho, now let's bring it back. Road to 50. Here's the recap. Oh, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Dang, Gina. All right. Can't get a whiff of that. Let me unplug this. Hold on. So, I was watching Jillian, as I always do, or frequently do. I don't like to say always. Cut my forehead out this damn video. And she was speaking with, I don't know the lady's name. I know she did a great fast and talked to her, and then recently she talked to her again. She was juicing, but she spoke on grounding mats. And I feel like I always come across a video on her channel that I won't even say I need to watch, but it's a destined for me to watch it, because out of all the videos, I picked this one. And this lady talking about grounding mats, and I have one. So like when it's cold outside and you live in the states where, and you live in the states where it's cold and you don't want to go on the grass, right? And like sit in the grass. Some people would just run outside, but grounding, sometimes it's a little bit longer, it's more sacred. And you go in the grass. You can walk outside barefoot, right? But you don't have to walk in grass. You can walk in dirt. And it's very healing and good for your body. It's almost like a good reference to explain it is how you would plug in your phone to charge your phone in the wall, and how it gets like that. Your plug-in is the earth, which is why it is essential to go outside and be barefoot so that you can also heal. It's a healing thing. And if you do it frequently, like take advantage of it in the summer, or get yourself a mat if you live in cold climates. I usually sit on it, but where I'm at right now, I'm not. And I also wanted to show it for reference with video. Get yourself grounded. I've been doing that since I've been here in my house. It's winter months, and I still go outside, although when the sun is at its highest, and take some deep breaths and stuff, but not grounding because, yeah, I'm not on that level yet to do that. At least not to stay in it. I could run out in the grass and come back, but I don't want to run. And it's also essential to do it because a lot of our shoes and things that they make now is all rubber. So you disconnect it from the earth. Like, totally. There's nothing connecting you when you put your shoes on, unless your shoes are eco-friendly and they're made of something of the earth, or you literally go outside in like wood shoes, because wood is of the earth, and then there's nothing blocking. Anywho, so I've been doing a lot of that. But I thought it was great to bring that up because while I was watching the video, I'm sitting on my mat, and I was like, oh, hey, well, I do that. And then she was talking about the mat. So now when you're in your house, let me just show you. I'm gonna show you part of it. So this here is it's a long plug. I'm not getting up to unplug that. But in your home, there's a 3-prong on your outlet, right? That third prong has the other end of that cord has that like this. See? Everybody love doing that. I crack up when I do this. But that prong will go in your wall like that. And then that surges the mat for you. Boom. Okay. I had another bowel movement regular on day 41. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to probably bring that up later. I am. I'm stretching my drinks with coconut or spring water. I know some of these things I probably said already, but I want to reiterate it. it's fine to cut your drinks with water if you want. And also it helps stretch with your budget. So it's a win-win for me. Not all of my drinks are, spring water or coconut water. But coconut water is vital, so but I now have a mix in some of my juices. If you follow me on my Instagram, you would have been seeing on my Facebook, you would have been seeing some of the drinks that I post in my stories or on my page and my reels. Castor oil is healing. So if you have any issues right now, ailments, whether it be small or large, hey, castor oil can help heal the ailments, especially when it's warm. So if you have those old school warm water bottles where you put the water in and then you tie the nozzle on and then you could put it on whatever part of your body, they have castor oil packs, updated ones that you could find and purchase on Amazon or just Google it. You don't have to do old school way. We do the cloth and the saran wrap. But it penetrates deeply. So I mentioned in previous video about fibroids, and again, I don't associate IM and me having anything. So they exist, and I do 3 days on, 3 days off. I should have mentioned that in the other video when I did bring it up, but I didn't. Rebounding, although I don't do it frequently, now that's something that I would get up and do because now it's still cold, but to jump in helps. Right? Try to do it every other day for like 5 to 10 minutes. Get you up, shake it up, wake it up. All right. And this is gonna be maybe kind of a long recap, but I'm gonna try to make it fast. Oh, I peeped my jawlines like this. Never. Never. And I even think I peeped it in the other video, but I really saw it after and peeped it in the mirror. So like, women wear makeup, you do that, what do they call it? Somebody's watching and they know. Contour. Right? I was like, oh. Because your girl had dimples, but dimples we know and birthmarks are not a positive thing for the body. Hope we know that. It's just areas of the body that did not get to fully develop in mommy's womb. Okay. I'm mindful even more how I speak to self and others, even if I have a outbreak or lash out. If you say it, mind, body, soul will believe it. If you say it, mind, body, soul will believe it. This is why I'm so intentional with, and I can get on people's nerves, but hey, I do it to myself. So, like, I can't take this. Oh my gosh, this is killing me. And again, with the I'm like, well, pump your brakes. Don't talk to me like that. Don't tell me you have this, whatever, this ease. You don't have it. It just exists. Okay? Okay? Not playing with you. Day 41, 42, I cracked open 2 coconuts. Again, if you're following me, actually here on YouTube too, I posted the video. My Asian market had the mature ones and the young ones, and I took both of them home. I didn't have any of the tools that everybody's using, but I saw a hack how somebody opened it without having any on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply this. I'm gonna do it. Now, would I do it on the regular? No. But I did it one more time after that. But I'm gonna wait to I don't know. I may or may not wait, because I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing for soon. Okay, follow me. The water, I yielded the water and the meat and added them to my drinks. And sometimes just drink that. So I'm happy about that. At least that's a bucket list thing because I just knew I couldn't do it. I was just like, oh, I gotta wait for some man with a big chopped knife to open the coconut for me now. I mean, I want to do that. Um, my face readings, including my eyes, duh. Each time I had a reading done by some people, my lungs were mentioned, which makes sense now with the heavy phlegm that came up in my 20-day recap. I don't know if you guys remember me saying that. And I called it mucoid plaque. I think that's the mucoid plaque of the throat. Um, yeah. So it's the mucoid plaque of the throat, and I mean it was thick as I mentioned, and I know if that was on day 20. I was just like, well, damn, let me keep going, and I'm happy I'm here. 30 days later. An event. Again, this is a road to 50 recap. An event occurred at work. It made me realize the foods we want are stressed. The foods we want when we are stressed. The whole crunch thing makes total sense because you want to, you want to tight grip your jaw. That's what they tell you. Oh, relax your mouth and your jaw when you tight because you be like, that whole Arthur thing, right? Yeah, that happens way too many times for me. So, but I totally understand now that I'm not eating what I want to reach for because it made me want to reach for chips or something that was crunchy because I was just like, yo, same way that person want to go smoke a cig or take a drink because they want something to help soothe that emotion. I had nothing but my juice. I took a trip to the library and borrowed books to add to the collection that I'm reading already. Here's one. Fire. And look, I ain't even barely touch it. So I'm reading 3 books simultaneously. I've shown this one before. First off, let me go back. Green Brain. Take a screenshot or check it out and see who the author is, all of that right there. This book, wake up call for me. That's why I say there's always room to learn. A Pathway to Roses. Again, screenshot it if you want to read it. Reading this book, almost done, but you see, folding the pages. Now this is my own book, The Green Brain. I'm gonna have to buy it because I started marking in it and I forgot that it belongs to the library. And then a lot of you probably have seen this lady before. I've seen her not seen her. I follow on YouTube. I think on Instagram and Facebook too. But before I feel like there's always a cycle of high and low of stuff. So before the high raw juicing came about again, right? I was reading and following her, Christina. So her book is a 21 days diet to help better health with meals and exercise tips and blah blah blah. I'm reading it simply because seeing someone else's perspective outside of a video is different, one. And then two, just to make sure I'm also where I want to be, not necessarily where she is. And I also just, because I know who she is from some years ago following, I said, let me see what's going on. And here is another book. Now, this one gives you some cheese alternatives because I want to move away from, let me hold it a little longer, the processed cheese that we get in the store. So now, a lot of people like to make cheese with nutritional yeast, and it's a no-go for me because there's just too much crap in that. So she has a handful of things in here with that recipe, but I also have another book. Dang. Marisha. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all see because I feel like I need to get this book. So hold your horses. I told you guys I had got an ebook. That's my art stuff behind me anyway, so it wasn't like you saw anything. But there was a couple I follow on Instagram, and they're really great with, they flowing in a way that I'm already practicing, so I'm just going to enhance what I'm doing. So I love coming across people who are doing what I'm doing so that I can continue to enhance. And they have an ebook that I printed, Raw by Law, and they are the Electric Eats couple. But this is their book. I printed it. But it's beautiful in print, you know. So, anywho, moving on. That book is fire. I look forward to using that in maybe May. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the library is my new best place to go read and find stuff. I have breakouts on both sides of my back and my intestine area, low abdomen area. I did mention that in the previous video, but I see it now. It's more like intense, and I know that's because something is things are coming out. So I've been applying the castor oil, shea butter, coconut oil, all that, you know. The minimum juices now consumed are 4. I'm doing definitely a whole gallon. And I could drink more. I'm going to start doing that. And I know I said I wasn't, but I really wish it was watermelon season, because then I'd have no issues with keeping up with the juicing, because we know that watermelon, the big babies, you would get so much. But it's okay, because I got something for that too. Another bowel movement on day 46. And I can see the difference between the mucoid plaque that comes out and the regular poop, and it smells differently. So if you've ever seen a Drano commercial, you know what I'm talking about. Now, you've seen previous reviews, video recaps when my hair was different. But I noticed so first off, again, I'm mindful of the products I put in my hair. So the gel stuff that I put, it didn't build up, 1, and it's simple ingredients. 2, I notice now that my hair is on the spectrum of being on the dirty side. The hair scalp buildup is coming out. Like, I haven't been eating anything. So dandruff is the cousin of the word yeast. So like fungus coming through your toes. Dr. Laila Africa put me onto this in his book, Nutricide. This is the #1 book right here. I don't think I showed y'all. He talks about this. This book is like, I done been through it like 5,000 times. This is the elder ancestor, young picture of him. But this book, fire. But anywho, fungus is buildup of yeast, excessive yeast coming out. Same thing like how young ladies will have yeast infections, but there's, you know, brothers too. Y'all just don't have it come out, eliminate out your body the way it does, obviously, like women. But yeah, I noticed the yeast dandruff buildup in certain areas. You know, how it was clearing up. Mucoid plaque, I brought that up to you guys. Poop the parasite. And I looked at it, and actually I had poop 3, but I'm probably going to cross those notes and say that I'm certain that one time when I urined, I saw one, like a little one in the toilet. And I took a picture of it. But like, it was urine and bowel movement, not just like peeing. I'm grateful to be able to have the opportunity to prep, eat, enjoy food more than ever. And I'm talking about the food I'll be eating. So this is also making me understand the stuff that I am eating and the nutrition that I'm taking in onto my body. Womb, intestines feel extremely tight, like contractions, like something is drawn up around the evening of day 47. I had a drink with papaya and papaya seeds that I juiced. And I drink it twice because that is just me. I have to confirm what happened the first time was what happened, why it's happening the second time, right? Along with doing the castor oil soaks for 3 days on and off. When I told y'all last time, I was like, coming for it. Yeah, so not eating anything, I definitely feel the deepness, the difference of everything that's happening. Regarding bowel movements, I can literally feel when the waste is sitting there before the urge comes to go. Like I can feel it moving through. And then it's like locking the chambers. We're ready for takeoff. When she drinks 32 ounces of water, we're coming out. Again, so I said BM, day 47, more parasites. Took pics, and I had more mucoid plaque. So here we are to the point that I wanted to bring about. March, I will be doing mono March, which is one fruit, mono being one, and the fruit that I'm gonna do is red grapes. My preference, seeded. I have access to it. Mono March, so I'll be juicing them and I'll be eating them. So I'm excited for both. I'm really excited to like, and I've been seeing them and juicing. I'm like, girl, wait till we get real. Like, and also March is going to be about movement. So I'm going to be intentionally moving more. I want to bring back in the fit. You know, I'm already doing a lot of movement, but I want to do extra to help build up the muscle because I know I released a lot of weight, a lot of waste too on top of that. So this is a good journey of releasing, and I'm okay with that. Pushing to drink more water before I go to bed. Warm water because a few times I woke up with like dry mouth. That's because I was drinking the juice and not doing anything after. Like I would brush my teeth, wash my mouth out, but I just still felt that cotton mouth a little bit. It wasn't OD, but it was enough to bother me. I do dry brushing. Don't have my brush with me in this video. When I do the recap for 60, I'll remember to bring it and show it. But the whole dry brushing, I had a little one for the neck and up, and then also I had the big one for the whole body. You know, you start from your feet, and you start from the most outer point of your body, and you work up to the heart, right? Being vulnerable during this phase too, and I noticed that with listening to compliments of people saying, wow, you know, you look really great, you know, you already look great, but you know, you being set and focused on X, Y, and Z, you really look good. And I'm, you know, how people like, oh man, but I have already practiced saying thank you, but it's still being vulnerable, saying thank you. Day 49, I had an AM bowel movement. Woke up. Remember I said that lock in the chamber thing? Drink the water. Gotta go. I don't even think I had any water then. It happened before I even had the water. On day 49, I also had a snappy attitude on the eve. I know I was hangry because, again, I went to work and only had 3 juices in my with me. So I drank one on my way there. Then I drank the 2 throughout the day. And coming home, I'm just like, well, toward the end of my shift, I was just like, oh, but I already knew what it was. So, I had a long talk with a family member about health and reprioritizing, and it was a great refresher for myself. And this journey that I'm on, I am certain I can take back 2 gallons daily. And I'm not even exaggerating. And I'm going to try. There was one point Christina made, I think in the book, or maybe it was a video I watched her. I don't remember. But she was like, chew your juice. Like, you know, don't like go taking it back like so fast, which I kind of still do. So I'll be trying to remember, like, moving around, like, enjoy that moment like you're eating. Again, I wrote that I'm reading 3 books simultaneously, one in the daytime, one in the evening, or like lunch, midday, and then one in the evening, like to wind down for bed. So I suggest that you read, get in tune, find things to keep yourself focused on this journey. I am super sensitive to smells and odors. I think I spoke on this before. Speaking of, I've had no odors, but I apply a salt stick under my arm, so you have to wet it and put it under your arm. Barely have to do that. Yeah, so that's the recap. Look at me, 30-minute mark. And here it is. We're counting down to 60 now. Clap it up. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, and I will talk to you soon, either between this and on day 60. Peace.